Hey guys, Kyro here. Welcome back to the channel. We are on Echocraft again. Things look a little bit different. We got a little bit of an upgrade. Figured out that basically we can already use Optifine for 1.16. I haven't used it too much yet, but look at the water ripple. And we got our zoom. Look, I can even zoom in on my face. Or this face. But anyways, so I am over here northwest of where we were. I know, we just keep going northwest farther and farther, but I went around and found a village. And I was going to transport some of the villagers away, back to where we were. And then I realized, wait a second, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be building yet. We could just move ourselves. So we grabbed all our stuff. We came over here and check this out. Check this out right in here. I captured all of the villagers in here. And oh my god, we got a little farm going. Now this little farm is important. This is going to essentially be our villager breeder. So I'm going to go back to where we were originally at and get a whole bunch more beds because we had a sheep farm over there. And then come over here and extend this pad outwards. And basically for every bed there is, because they'll have enough food here to go ahead and, you know, feed each other, they'll also be able to make babies if they have enough beds. You know, unfulfilled beds means, you know, they got to have somebody sleep in that bed. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're just going to keep them in here, and I'm just going to extend this outwards. I might actually build it outwards. It's all cobblestoney, looking kind of rough right now, but you know what? That's what raw salmon. I shouldn't eat that. You know what? It's okay, though. It's a big farm plot. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's just, we need villagers so we can get food, so we can get gear, and if we die, we can get it again. So also check out this cat. I like my cat. All right, so here's the plan. I knocked out this little part right here, but we're actually going to remove this whole wall. I just don't want the villagers running off doing their own thing. So essentially we're going to pull this out, maybe out to here, and then we'll have the beds coming this way, and I'm going to raise this up by a couple more blocks so that whenever we go inside there, it's not so cramped. But eventually we have to have a way to be able to get them out of there, because we're going to take the extra babies that are professionless, and we're going to transport them out, and we're going to select a profession for them, and we'll get some people, armorsmith, weaponsmith, blacksmith. We'll get, you know, somebody for food, which I might just use the farmers inside, but then we'll need somebody to trade for emeralds. We got all kinds of stuff we need to do, so I'm going to go ahead and try this out. We'll just go to here for now, and we'll see how this works out. We'll just check it out. Alright guys, check it out. There was just a baby here. Yeah, so they went ahead and they are breeding, even though we got 4 in here and we actually have more than 4 villagers. Somehow they're detecting another bed. I don't know where it's at yet because I haven't put these down yet, but this is kind of what I got. I wanted to be able to see in from the outside, so we're going to do something like this with the fences. And then right here, I'm actually going to put a double fence gate, but I don't have that built yet. So we got some temporary blocks coming up right here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. I just don't want them to escape. Which is exactly what this guy's trying to do. Yep. Okay. As long as we keep them from escaping, we should be good, you know? They don't need freedom. They need to reproduce. They need to make more babies. That way we can have more villagers to trade with. So I'm going to finish this little place up. And we're going to start on another project right after that. Alright, it's literally not even been a full Minecraft day. This thing is working great. I think we only need to have 1 farmer. They don't seem to need professions to be able to breed. I couldn't remember the mechanics. So I got rid of all of, you know, these composters, so they're not in the way. And we got 3 little guys running around already. I mean, it's insane. It's just crazy. But, I mean, I'm loving it. Now, I tried to reset this guy's trade because I just want to have 1 farmer with a good carrot trade. That way, if I farm some carrots here, I can go ahead and, you know, sell it to the guy, but I don't know. We'll find out. I might just make a bamboo farm and, you know, sell bamboo or something to him. That seems like a good idea. Alright, now on to the next project. Alright, so it's actually the next day, but, yeah, not a lot has happened. I forgot about the custom portals. This is pretty nice. So I have this place linked up, which is good because it was 1,000 blocks away from where our sheep farm was. And right over here you can see the remnants, or the beginnings, I should say, of what we are actually going to be working on our next project, which is a raid farm. Now, I was thinking, you know, we need food, we need all kinds of stuff, we need equipment, we need literally everything, right? Villagers are the perfect answer. I mean, look, we're even getting iron. We haven't even built a proper iron farm yet. There's iron golems everywhere, all over this place, by the way. We got a food farm here. We can go mine in the nether for gold, but I thought a raid farm would be perfect so that we could get our emeralds, so we don't even have to cure the villagers to get them down to 1 emerald per trade. We can just buy it for whatever we want, because this emerald farm, or this raid farm, I should say, should produce us around 3,500 emeralds per hour. Now, that's pretty insane. But in the meantime, I've been gathering up some resources. You can see we got elytra. We got a netherite sword. It's pretty awesome. DC hooked us up. We were able to sell him an enchanted golden apple, you know, one of the god apples, for 20 diamonds. That's what he wanted to pay up. Hey, I'll take it. And we used those 20 diamonds actually to end up purchasing an elytra. So we went ahead and purchased an elytra, got Wings of Echo, which had Unbreaking on it, and we purchased Mending to put on it. So that's where all of our diamonds went. I just went strip mining again, got 6 more diamonds. We're still rocking this iron pickaxe. I got some stuff here. I smelted up a bunch of charcoal, just cut down some trees. I've been hard at work trying to get everything together, so now I'm going to finish that up. I'm going to bring you guys back whenever I have a little bit more built up on this raid farm. And I'm really excited about it. I've never actually built one of these before. This is going to be awesome. Let's do it. Alright guys, so here's the update. It is pretty dang late. I've hopped on a few times. Here's what we got. It's pretty insane. Let's go ahead and fly over here. All we have left to do, I think, is to put the villagers in place. Now, I went back and forth between a downloaded version of this whole farm by Rayworks and the Echocraft server just side by side. And I think I have everything right. So basically, this is going to be an AFK design. So it's going to come over here. It's going to push us up. We'll go all the way up here, pass through all this stuff that we can't actually see right now. Very, very tall elevator. And then we'll come through right here, and the mobs will drop down right here. We hit them, and we should be good. I really need to get water. Walking. Okay, depth strider. Whatever it's called. But anyways, the mobs will come down, take fall damage, land on one of these 2 things, and then land down here, and then we'll kill them. There's a hopper minecart there, and then this is essentially our storage system. Very small right now. We have to expand that out. But I just want to make sure it even works at this point, you know what I'm saying? So then up here, we got our little killing chamber. It looks pretty sick with shaders. Anything with magma looks really sick with shaders. So basically, the raid is going to all spawn up here on the ice, and they're going to all kind of explode outwards because they're all going to spawn really close to each other. The Ravagers will actually get pushed up into this lava and swim and get stuck, and they'll die. Some of their saddles will end up down there, so we'll end up collecting some saddles from it. But yeah, they're all gonna end up down there and then push towards the center and then go to a drop tube. And that's pretty much how this whole thing is. So like I said, the only thing that's left is to put 4 villagers up there and 1 villager right here in this cell. Now, there's a bunch of these little things around here that look like this. There's 2 or 3 of them. Basically, it's going to move the workstation to make it so that the villagers lose their profession at a very exact moment in time. And that way there's no village there. And essentially, it'll trick the raid into thinking it's completed down here and then retrying up there and then spawning everything. Because once we come down here towards this villager and get in our water elevator, it's going to start the farm right away. So, yeah, this should be pretty cool. I'm excited. I went ahead and mined up a bunch of netherite for temporary blocks and a bunch of gold in the nether. We don't actually have a gold shop set up quite on the server yet. Tomorrow it's supposed to be stocked, but I wanted to get this done tonight. So let's see. I got 18 more gold blocks here, and I made a whole bunch of powered rails. And we're just going to see how far up we can get this. I'm hoping that'll be enough. I'm thinking my limiting factor at this point is probably going to be iron, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to go ahead and go up there and try to get 1 villager up here first, and then we have to get 4 up here. And the 4 that are up here, we also have to have them locked in a profession. So I will update you guys here in a moment. So unfortunately, this is the point where literally all of the rest of the recording's audio was completely messed up. So I'm just going to shoot a new clip and explain everything that I did. All right, guys, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I want to apologize. All of my clips have either been corrupted or the audio files messed up. And I just didn't have any good footage to like voice over even. So it's a little tragic, but basically I'm just going to tour around and bring you up to date on everything that we've done in this episode. So we got our villagers out here. We have an efficiency 5, looting 3 villager. We got some of these guys to get bricks and like quartz and terracotta. We got 2 of them. We got all of the diamond gear that you can get. We can get it. It's not like great enchantments on any of it, but we have access to it for emeralds. So this guy's not traded up. This guy we can get golden carrots from, and this guy we can get all the diamond armor. We have a diamond pickaxe somewhere around, but that's all of that. I replaced all of... Hello. Let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Alright, I replaced all of our crazy furnace array here that was manual with just 4 of them, half the efficiency, but whatever. All I have to do is plop a bunch of stuff in this chest, and then these are the fuel chests. And we get a whole bunch of stuff. I dug up a bunch of glass, and I haven't gone mining in a long time. I don't really like mining, so we've been using charcoal. And we built ourselves a starter house, guys. Now, normally, it's not completely finished yet, so we got a little bit more to do. I gotta get some white terracotta. We gotta put it down here, probably fill in this section right here and leave this one open. Now, I want to make like a storage room, essentially, like a chest room, you know? Because right now, we got this. It's pretty ugly. You know, there's chests everywhere, and I don't know where anything is, so I want to get it somewhat sorted. So this is our starter house. Let's go take a brief little tour of it. We got some of the campfires right here for a trellis, I think that's what it's called. We got ourselves a pizza oven, and it's functional. We got our ender chest in there, which is pretty nice. I got a temporary chest out here. We walk inside. And my, oh my, this is our bedroom. This is where we spawn. We got some storage. Come around here. We got a nice little library nook to sit. And we got our table or serving area for the kitchen. Again, access to the pizza chest. We'll call it a pizza chest from now on. And we got our cat. Our cat's moved over here. It's fantastic. Villager breeder's working fantastically still. I had to put the roof back on because it was spawning iron golems everywhere. I mean, there were so many of them. I was having to spend so much time killing them because they would overpopulate and start to get laggy. But we did need the iron, so we built this. And this is a very simple design by Waddles, I think, is the one that made this. It is just so simple. It's an iron golem farm. It's probably, yeah, it's got a bunch of iron. I've emptied this thing out twice. For some reason, this top chest, I think I have the hoppers lined up a little weird there, but it works great, and it works while we're using our raid farm. You've seen the raid farm. We got our villagers in. We only have 4 villagers up there for the hero of the village. At some point, I'll probably put more up, but now I want to go ahead and show you how we go about starting this thing up. And I also linked a nether portal up here, so we wouldn't have to waste rockets, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And I added a sorting system, because this thing's supposed to put out 3,500 emeralds per hour. I mean, it's insane. So I added a bunch of emerald storage. There's 2 of them because, yeah, sometimes it overflows. It's too fast for one line of hoppers. So we got another emerald hopper right here. We're sorting redstone. We're sorting gunpowder, glowstone. We got all kinds of stuff in this farm. And the hero of the village stuff comes down right here. We don't have that much, actually. We got some of the cool arrows, but we need a lot more of those villagers if we want to actually get any amount of them. And I'm not sure if we're actually going to be using them or not, but I know we can use the paper that comes through here. Cartographers give empty maps and paper, and we can use the gunpowder and paper, if I get enough cartographers up there, to actually have a rocket farm here, which is fantastic. Now, I did have 200 levels before I died in the nether just yesterday. As you can see, we have 1 beacon here. I just finished getting the 3rd skull for a 2nd beacon because we need to be able to flatten a large area so we can start our build on Lumbridge in the next episode. So that one gives us regeneration and resistance if we go right here. We need that because you actually starve to death while you're using this thing. So now, basically, if we fly in a straight line over here, we're going to come to an outpost, okay? And then, boom, we just have to kill one of them like that. And then run like heck because these things are quite scary. I'm going to save some time. We got nether tunnels, whatever you want to call. We got all this stuff linked up. DC made this portal, I think, because they also have a raid farm. I think it's the same exact model as well. And then this is my little tunnel. Let's go ahead and go up here into the portal. And you'll notice that, you know, we still have Bad Omen. It's good to go. It's not activating anything yet. Basically how this works is we are going to sit right here, line ourselves up against this fence post, get our sword. Normally I would line my my inventory with emeralds we dropped right now. See the raid starts, we go hit that timer up there, and then we also hit this timer. When this comes around, it's going to push us into the water stream. We come back up, the raid bar is almost done filling. As soon as it's filled, the villager down there loses his workstation, so there's no village, because that's how the game detects a village. The raid's done. Raid victory, hoorah! The raid despawned, but it still spawned the first wave, so now we can go ahead. And I have a macro set up right here, actually. Every 0.7 seconds. And, you know, hands-free, I can just sit here indefinitely. Once we kill enough of them, you see we'll get Bad Omen again most of the time. Eventually, we do actually lose Bad Omen, which is weird. I don't know how that's happening. Couldn't quite figure that one out. But, oh no. There we go. But yeah, so that was pretty good. And then we come back here, and then we get all of our loot going into these chests. And you can see we got like 30 emeralds right there. I mean, it's just insanely fast. So this thing is going crazy. I'm going to show you the loot that we have down here. And I'll be right back. Alright, so we have a slight issue. It is nighttime, for one. And for two, I triggered a raid for getting a had Bad Omen over where my villagers are, where my breeder is. Oh, that's bad. That's a big oopsie. Oh, no. I think I have a solution, actually. I think I'm gonna use my big noggin. Come here. Come here, friend. If we can get him trapped in here. And now he's trapped here, so hopefully, if my logic is correct, he won't spawn another wave of enemies. That would be really good. I would I would appreciate that. Hopefully I don't end up losing these villagers, because I spent a lot of time getting these villagers, okay? I know I don't have all of them, but man, that would suck. Alright, ignoring the raider over there, if we look into our chests with the resources, this is how many emeralds we got from one night. That was pretty good. We got a bunch of redstone. I got a bunch of iron blocks. We had 4 stacks of them. I've used quite a bit. Iron's something I use a lot of. What can I say? We got a bunch of glowstone. That was all dust. And I just, like I said, went ahead and got through Wither Skeleton Skull. So I'm going to head over to the end dimension right now. And we're going to go ahead and, if I can find my soul sand, yeah, right here, we'll go kill the Wither real fast. Alright, here we are in the end. There is an ender over that way. That basically, you know, that's how we've been enchanting stuff. It's been pretty convenient. Now, right here, we're going to go ahead and spawn in the Wither. I've done it once before, so I'm not as afraid as the first time I did it. This guy should be stuck right there in that piece of bedrock. If you guys didn't know you could do that, that's the safest way to go ahead and kill the Wither. Okay, awesome. So that worked great. That worked a treat. Now we can go back and we can go ahead and get all of our stuff. I bet I can't sleep here because there's a monster nearby. I need to move that raider somewhere. I'm going to get him in a minecart in between episodes and move him somewhere. I think that's going to be the best move for us. Because, yeah, that's going to be really annoying not being able to sleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry it turned out so short. But hey, next episode we're going to get started on Lumbridge. So we're going to start with a castle courtyard, and then build the castle, build the walls. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do it now. You're going to forget if you wait another second. I'll say it again. Do it now. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not. Go ahead and share this video with a friend. I really appreciate all your support, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm out. Peace.